Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 159. I think, Matt, it would now be a good idea. Actually, no, because we could do 60-50 for episode 100. We skipped episode 100 because we were going to do a Dynasty podcast of it. But we decided to do what was that, Inner Circle for that instead. Pam, last time that you and I sat together to have this conversation, you were leaving OpTic.
Yes.
You were leaving OpTic, you were going to go to FaZe again, and then you're back again.
Because it's your OpTic.
This is give me some.
I've told people that, man. Like, why would I want to be a part of an OpTic that isn't yours? Like, I'm not trying to gas you up too much, but like, it's real. Like, you know what happened before.
I do.
And now you're back. I'll never forget the day you texted me back, like you got it back. Like, yeah. I've told people, I was like, dude, we're in that one multiverse where Hector got it back.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy.
Because it could, the other multiverses, I never got it back.
No, there's no chance.
In the other multiverses, I took a little bit of I took it easy. I didn't fight for it, right? But in this multiverse, God damn it, I fought hard. Why am I wearing sunglasses inside? People think that I wear sunglasses because I'm hiding the fact that I smoked a Chiba. I'm not. It's literally 11:23 on a Monday morning. It is bright, right? People don't get how bright it gets. And when you have perfect eyesight to be one of the best snipers that's ever touched that controller, right. You have to have. Why did you roll your eyes?
No.
You rolled your eyes.
I love your leftovers, dude. Your leftover clips are sick.
Thank you. That's all I use. I keep all of my openers and closers for the montage that I'll release when I'm my post-mortem montage.
It's dark when it's all said and done.
Yeah, like in what am I 43? So in like 60 years.
Yeah. You're
gonna see the real clips, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn, this guy is so crazy. He should have released this back then." But I'm like, nah.
I still think about one of your clips on Hard Hat from one of those early team tages, dude.
From Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah. You have a triple with the L11.
Yeah.
I still don't have a real triple with the L11.
Yeah.
And that's like a random ass spot.
Because I don't go for those.
I know you don't. That's the best part though.
Yeah. People were saying that Jewel hit those maybe not Jewel. Maybe cut this part. People were saying that that somebody else got those clips for me and I just went with it. I'm like, yo, you caught me. You know, it was that they were that good that I'm like, you know what? You caught me. It wasn't me. I just don't understand. I know that because I'm a father figure to a lot and older than all that people give me a hard time for these skills that came from these hands.
They don't believe it.
They don't believe it. I can't believe that they cannot believe it. Pam, we missed you. We all obviously hated when you left. But I understood your reasonings. FaZe was on the come up again, and you wanted to take that wave with them, and this. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you're back. It was an easy decision. Do you want to talk them through like how it happened? Like you were.
Like where do we start? Like where does it? It was honestly like a simple It was like a simple call. I was like, yo, can we call? Like, can we talk about this? Like. And I was literally just about to go out on a run around my town, and it felt really like, I don't know, like after that call, dude, I could play video games again.
Yeah.
Like it got me out of that space, like just knowing like there was something more to kind of like look forward to.
Because up until the point we hadn't talked about anything, right? Like jokingly, like we obviously we always keep in touch with friends, right? But like for you to come back to OpTic, it was one of those things where how do I say it? I maybe I saw a post of yours where I'm like, yo, this dude's like fucking like he needs to get the fuck out of that house. And I'm like, and I had already been considering it just because one, obviously we're friends, right? So anything that I say about here, it's not an insult. It's it's comedy. Okay?
Yeah.
I saw him and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm like, man, he's in the, I'm like, we got to bring him back so that we can say that he came back again, right? And I hit you up and I'm like, yo, what's up? And then we started talking. And I saw that you had long hair and looked like you had given up on yourself there a little bit. But did you really?
I really did. No,
I know I joke about it, but I at one point I kind of felt like I'm like, man, maybe my instincts were right. But not in a comedic way. Like you were.
It was like no. It was real. Like I was stuck in that office, the office space. I got rid of it. It looks crazy now, just seeing it all empty and all that. Now they cleared it all out. Had that thing for like 8 years since before I joined OpTic the second time. from when I called you that other time. Yeah. We got rid of it, so it looks kind of crazy. But to me, I do have a special spot in my heart, like for that space, because
of course.
Like, that's quarantine. Like that's where I spent my whole quarantine. That's where I actually just kind of ended up. Like I would obviously drive home once in a while, but it got to a point where it was just.
You were living out of that office?
For a lot of quarantine.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, like, and it wasn't, I mean, it was quarantine, man. Like I didn't want to, I think I got a little sick, like pretty sick for a little bit, and I didn't want to
Did you get, well, so you did catch COVID?
I never got the test, but yeah, I would say I got COVID, like pretty bad.
Yeah.
And like I have horrible allergies and closer. Oh, my phone.
I was gonna say that too, Matt. I was gonna look over.
I had like horrible allergies, and that office like was not. It was a great spot to just, be myself. Like no one was really allowed in it anyway. Nobody wanted to go in there. Like it was just my space.
What did it smell like? Be honest.
Probably smelled like blunts, to be honest with you.
Like blunts. Man.
But I'm glad I got out of there, bro. Like even like since coming back here, like I recognize the area like from when I first lived here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, dude. The development that's happened here. There's skyscrapers that are there that just were not there.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Wait, so you're still up there?
Yeah, Frisco.
Oh, so we could have done this back up there.
That's why I asked.
Oh, dude, I thought you were down here.
No.
So just so you guys know and give you the timeline, I've been gone for 3 weeks.
Yep.
And in those 3 weeks, that's when you landed, right? Or that's when you drove here.
Yep.
The amount of quarantine that I did from social media during those 3 weeks is insane. Like I was keeping up with it barely, but I did see like come across my Instagram like your travel like 24 hours.
Oh, it was dog, dude.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Tell me about it.
12 hours. It was very sad. I kind of like thank you for like letting me spend my summer like with my family and all that, by the way, because I know like you called me and I was in the middle of a Tim Hortons line and you're like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in line at Tim Hortons. And you're like, why? Like to get coffee. Yeah. He's like, I thought you were here the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man, I kind of just need to like be here for the summer because like I just like family was going through some stuff, but I also just it was really tough to leave.
Yeah.
It was really tough to leave, and I just really wanted to spend time with everyone, and it means a lot that you gave me all that time. So now I can.
I'm a big fan of not telling anybody what to do ever. But when you said you were moving, I'm like, oh, I just leave. I'm like, he says he's moving. Yeah. So when I'm like, yo, where the fuck has Pam been? And it's like, he's still up there. Like, I called you, and I'm like, yo, and you're like, I gotta be up here for, for my family and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, you've been out there with your family for fucking 3 years in a dark fucking room. It's time for you to move. But obviously understanding like the situation, and I was like, oh, of course. But yeah. So anyway, you were saying.
So like last day, I kind of like just made my rounds, dude. Just complete waterworks like the whole day. Packed up my office, just what I needed. Only brought like what I really needed. Didn't bring all the little trinkets. I didn't even bring my 1 mil plaque here because I just didn't have room. So I just gonna keep that at home.
Okay. That's a good page.
She can have it. But stopped at my brother's work. He's working at a chip truck right now. He's kind of in between jobs right now. Which one? This is Zach.
Zach, big Zach.
Yeah, he's a mailman now.
Yeah, love that dude.
He takes like 22,000 steps a day, like in Toronto.
Damn,
like,
that's amazing.
He goes hard.
Yeah. If this was 2001, 2003, I would ask him to give me some blue top stickers.
What are those?
Just like sticker labels that people draw on and then they put up. But the 2001, 2003 era were like, now they're all fucking whack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So stopped there, and then I stopped at my mom's dispensary / cafe. Said bye like 3 times, and she sent me off with just a lot of food. She makes like really like award-winning great subs, and then just started my drive.
How many subs?
I only had 1, but they're like really like hefty. Like I could split like 1 and a half for like 2 meals. Like
really?
Yeah. Like
fuck yeah.
They're really fucking good.
I would have ate that and nothing but. Did you vlog the thing?
I did.
Okay, hell yeah. When does that come out?
I just had it on my phone though. It's all vertical though, which is horrible. Rookie mistake for mine. I haven't vlogged in so long.
Yeah, no, me either.
I haven't had a life to vlog.
So rephrase that. I've been vlogging. I had just not been editing it. And I know Matt's like, just give it to me. But I'm like, you got enough to do, bud. It's like, but I have a lot of vlog.
I bet. I forgot my.
I can't believe you didn't vlog the whole thing though.
I vlogged it like honestly, it wasn't really much to vlog. Like it was just me like in a metal tube, like in my car. I was driving through the night. I didn't want to drive through the day, but I drove through.
Why? Oh, you're a night owl to begin with, right?
Yeah. So like I plus there was like zero traffic. And it was just like easy to just kind of like autopilot on. Just the straightest drive ever. So I did like 12 hours. I went through Lake Erie, Buffalo, and going past the border this time was a lot easier than the first time when I was going to Chicago, because Chicago, like, they gave me some shit because I just honestly didn't show them my status card, and they're like, yo, if you just showed us your status card, like, we had to let you go, because like I'm really fortunate to be under like a certain treaty in Canada where it lets me to have dual citizenship, and I didn't realize that. So now that I know that, like, it's like my get out free card type thing. Like, they just gotta like,
wait, so somebody pulled you over?
The first time, yes.
Oh, wait, you got pulled over several times on the way down here?
No, not here.
Oh, over there.
When I moved to Chicago,
gotcha.
That's when they stopped me and searched my whole car, and I was like stuck for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even believe my story and all that. But like,
what story? What'd you tell them?
I told him I was just going over to Seth's to play like video games or like help him move out or something like that. Something just to bail him out. I don't know. Just like really kind of fabricated that whole story in my head, and they didn't believe it. They just dug through my whole car, went through my whole phone, called my mom. They did the works, and then they found my status card. Yeah, back in Perry Sound, they just called it all the way back there.
Yeah, Perry Sound.
Anyway, border was super easy. Went through Lake Erie. I enjoyed the drive. I didn't realize how big that lake actually was. Kind of couldn't see it through the night, which is kind of.
And it's not even one of the big ones, right?
No,
Lake,
it's not.
Lake Michigan is the one.
Yeah. Dude, again, I really wish I went through Detroit, because then I was really thinking about linking up with you in Chicago.
You should have, dude. Oh my God, you should have, yeah.
Fuck, dude. Why didn't I do that? I was really thinking about it.
Dude, we ate so good.
I bet.
Yeah. So good.
I wanted to see the house. I wanted to go to Portillo's. I wanted to like.
We didn't do Portillo's.
You didn't?
Did not.
Why not? You already talked about it so much.
Yeah, maybe? I just think
yeah,
I needed something new, and man, like the stuff that I rediscovered there was fucking it was fucking amazing, man. Like I regret not being a Chicago person more than I was when I lived there. But growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, Wheeling, Illinois to be precise, like, it's such a cool town, man. Like and I know that people live there, like, maybe not as enamored with it as I was, but my childhood or growing up there was like fucking excellent. So for me to go back there, go to Joe's Pizza, we covered that. My favorite pizza spot out there.
Gary's. I mean, it's not like not like the chicken tenders, the cookies.
Well, no, because if we'll do like a special idiots episode, like the OpTic idiots episode, where it's just us going back to like Burrito Express, Mago. Lucky Monk, right? People don't guess, like, these are like random fucking like bar food places, but they're delicious, man. I hate tacos from places like that, but even those tacos were good. Like, I don't know, it was really good. I Juan and Mike are from there, like city proper. So they've lived there all their lives, and they know they're true Chicagoans. When I say I'm from Chicago, I'm just trying to avoid an extra 10 seconds of conversation of me explaining where Wheeling, Illinois is. But I'm Wheeling, Illinois, through and fucking through. 6009 now. But it was good. We painted a couple of walls, which was good for me because again, me reconnecting with graffiti is something that I've been missing in my life for a very long time.
That's dope. Like, no, the whole idiots, I love. You start with food, and then you go with walls and like graffiti, and then you go back for one more idiot, like one more food, right?
Food, yeah.
And then the beat selection is awesome. Like, it's literally like well crafted and put together.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, we're getting fucked by the algorithm. So if you guys haven't watched it, or if you guys are watching this, go watch the first season of Idiots, because if we would have used the appropriate music, like copyright free music, then this would have been served to everybody on the sub box, and it would get what my vlogs get, like at least 90K, and these have been pretty slow in getting up there, but beautifully shot. It's a beautiful thing. I like it.
Really good.
Yeah.
The long concept too. They're like 30, 40 minutes?
No, the last one, Dallas, was 40 minutes. Traditionally, we try to hit the 20-minute mark because it doesn't speak that it's a YouTube video. And the last thing that I wanted to do, because of the hard work that Austin Cox puts into it visually, that I wanted to make sure that people understood that, like, hey, this is fucking Netflix level fucking shooting here. Almost there. Maybe not necessarily, because Because we went to, I'm actually wearing the shirt from one of the places that we went to. It's called Birria Zaragoza. Right here. We went to this place and Taco Chronicles from Netflix had gone to cover them. And they're like, dude, they were here for the full 12 hours. There was 24 people in here. Damn. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, that's a lot. And they only used 10 seconds of it. Right. But quality, visually, audio wise, like the stuff that we do is like, it's way the fuck up there.
Many people? Like how many people do you bring with you? Like
one
just
camera
one person
guy.
and like 4.
Okay. Do you remember back in the day with Vision?
Yeah.
How it was just Hitch?
Yeah.
And I could have gotten him help, but I didn't because I wanted him to fucking be proud of the work that he's created. That's the same thing that I'm doing with Austin, right? Like I'm like, yeah, I could get you help. And he hasn't asked for it, by the way.
Real.
But I want him to like be like, I shot it and I fucking scored it and I fucking edited it. Right? Like nobody gets to say that. I mean, I think Roger may have helped like with a couple of things, but like the majority of it, like I would say like 95% of that, right, Matt? Yeah, like 95% of that was all Austin, and this season's going to be all Austin. So it's good. When I hire people to come here, like I don't want a camera person.
Yeah,
I need a creative person that happens to know how to operate a camera. Because I could go a tripod, which is what we used to call Hitch, right? Just a joke, but like I can place a camera somewhere and it'll be the same thing. But I need somebody that's creative, that's gonna see this thing through.
It's hard, man. It's hard finding people who like actually like don't want to just finish the video to finish video. Like they just want to, like, being told to finish the video is differently from them like making something like that they really want. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like kind of tough. Like that's what I try to do when I like look up editors and all that. I'm like, I don't want you to just finish this video. I want you to like, like there's a part of you that I obviously like really like, and I want you to put that a part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes they overthink that. You need somebody like who's like in the middle and kind of like wants to put them into the video and not just try to finish the video. That's what I hate the most nowadays. Like,
yeah.
But
no, I hear you. I always thought of OpTic as like a club for creatives to come and do what they do. Like obviously it started in gaming, but like the creativity of it has always been there. Like one of the things from the beginning that we did was not like, we just didn't do just like, what do they call like live comms and shit like that. Not that they have their place obviously, but like, Diesel had, what were they? Maybe not. Maybe double. We were very creative. Title. Yeah, crazy title. Very, very, very fun.
Very 2010.
Very 2010. They no longer exist. But
Fire, not the best title, but the
concept,
idea, the content piece of it is really smart. Though.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Good.
No, we were always ahead of that, man. Like creating. It's really easy for people to just sit there like. I could have done this idiots thing concept. It's just like by me vlogging to go places. But when you add the elements of graffiti and you add the elements of something else, then it's something completely different. It
must feel good to tap into the graffiti again.
Yeah, a little bit, right? A lot of it. The little bit part or the little nuisance about it is like it's a perishable skill if you don't paint. And since paint is different than when I used to paint, like it becomes, and I'm not a natural gifted artist like Mike and Juan, who are like fucking excellent graffiti writers. It makes me, how do I say this? Like it makes me rethink a lot of the stuff that I'm doing when I'm doing it. And I'm just like, fuck, man. Cause I see theirs and I'm like, man, it's coming out so good. And here I am struggling to just do this one line. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But it's with practice comes, not necessarily perfection, but at least comfortability in being able to do something. Like I close my eyes and shoot a free throw, but that came with a lot of practice.
It's got to feel like really good to just get it out there though. Yeah. To get to the next one. Yeah. Like that's what.
It's the first thing that I ever fell in love with. Like that me as a human was truly passionate about. Right. Like every time I found a new graffiti writer, it was like a new Pokemon. Right. Like I'm like, oh my God. And you never knew what these people look like. Right. Because whatever. But like. Different styles are like different Pokemons in a sense where they just like bring something new to the table that you may not have already seen, and it's gorgeous stuff. So very, very happy with the show. Very happy with the series. I almost quit mid series.
How could you?
because I was having heart palpitations. I was like, dude, I would lay down and my heart would just be like pounding irregularly.
Man. All right, I didn't know it was like that.
It was the indigestion was fucking brutal this time around. We packed 6 episodes into 10 days. So there were some days when we went to 5 different restaurants.
That's a lot of food, man.
But it is better than season 1. Like,
hype.
I could just tell.
Hype. That's there you go. Yeah. When's the next one? When's the next season?
I don't know.
Take your time with it.
It takes a long time to edit these things.
Of course.
You
gotta let season 1 marinate.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You gotta let season 1 marinate. What about you? What are some of the projects that you're looking forward to doing now that you're here? Now that you have people that you can collaborate with.
That's what I'm saying, man, dude. Like, it feels like I get to start right where I left off, like since coming back here, and I'm like, dude, I'm mad inspired seeing Hitch's off season.
Yeah,
like always loved it from the beginning, but like what he did and just like with the transitions and literally like the doubling down on the style of it, like the whole like 2000s like punk rock kind of like vibe with it. You know what I mean?
70s.
Is it 70s?
Yeah, 2000s.
Not no. Okay, he's only playing nothing but 2000s like alternate rock though, like in the playlist and all that. Like,
sure.
That's sort of what I mean by that. It would be cool to do like, I would love to do it like another like a charity event, but like obviously not around his time. Maybe like on the opposite side of the year or something like that. That'd be really cool. I would love to do a podcast, but kind of like my own twist on it. Like I love how many shows this OpTic Audio Network has. Like there's a lot.
Need more.
We do.
Everybody that talked to us like, dude, the audio network is always in my ears. He's like, when I'm working, when I'm doing this, when I'm doing that, like it's it. And I'm like, and we only have 3 shows right now. We have mine.
Yep.
We have more than that. How many total, Matt, on our channel? We have 4. Name them. In the game chat, and then we also have the sneaker podcast with the private selection guys.
Cool.
Like, what would you call your podcast if you had one?
I haven't decided yet. I don't want to go typical. I kind of want something like.
Is it like a snipers only thing?
Sniper's
Nest with OpTic Pamaj?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
That was a fire series, by the way.
Thank you. But again, Sniper's Nest with OpTic HECZ. It was. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always had these like these. I'm like, what would the fans want to see? Well, more important, what would I want to see as a fan? And then that's what I try to implement. And at the time, obviously, sniping was just like.
It was it, dude.
Oh my god! So I'm like Sniper Sass without the next. Got the fire intro. Oh my god, I love those days. Top 5 kill cams. Like there's nobody doing top 5s right now.
There's a couple, but they're not like as well produced as that, and like kind of just.
But that's the thing, though. Like, there's nothing to produce. Like, I was doing that on my own on Final Cut 7. Are there top 5 people?
Yeah.
Who?
I'd say Scope. Scope does his own.
Does he?
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
He's on like I don't know.
Dude, he's nasty.
He's very nasty.
Dude, he's like one of those guys where I wish that I would have spotted him early because OpTic always had the best snipers. Therefore, I would have wanted him to be on there. Good people though.
He was young. He was young when I was young.
Yeah,
I played with him without even realizing I played with him when I was in OpTic the first time.
Damn, man.
Like, and I was like 14, 15 when I joined the first time.
You fucking snooze, dude.
Like
that would have been a
12.
great pickup.
He was like 12 or 11, man. You can hear him screaming through the mic like, ah. How many episodes he got?
Him?
Yeah, how many? He has hella top 5s, dude.
Oh, 278. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. 1 in a million sniper shot. I'm gonna do watch parties reacting to his watch parties. His
are good.
I wanted to be live all week this week. I want to do a watch party on the drama that happened with Nate and Krim and all that. I thought it got out of hand. Like the amount of people that were fucking blaming me for it.
That's crazy. That's crazy to look at you in that.
Listen, I just want. Like, I saw that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't get like offended or mad, but I was just like, I feel like it's a duty for me to tell people they're being dumb when they're being dumb. So I had to say something, but I found it fucking hilarious. I'm like, at what point do they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when they were getting mad at Seth, I'm like, what the fuck?
What you getting mad at Seth for? Like,
yeah, so what Seth comes that the conversation that you and Nate had in private never happened. Think about that. How can Seth defend something that he didn't even know the conversation happened?
Exactly.
Anyway, so I want to do a bunch of watch parties on the stuff that I have. I feel like I seriously feel as though I've been cut off from the world in the last three weeks, which is, I'm sure, what you felt like for the last 2 years.
3
up in Canada. 3 years.
Yeah, I'd say 3.
So how did it all happen? Like, obviously you guys had the Toronto house.
Yeah, we had the Toronto house, dude. That video went crazy. We're like revealing that has like 13 million views now, which is like kind of wild. Being on the thumbnail too is kind of cool, but that house didn't last long though. Why? What happened? So like,
if you can talk about it.
Yeah, no. So that house is originally the Toronto Uprising, like the Toronto NBA 2K team. That was originally their house, and I didn't realize that we were only there for their off season. And they kind of just like came out of left field and said, "Yeah, you guys got to move out next month."
No.
Yeah. And then I was like, "Damn!" Kind of caught off guard. I had a buddy move in, and he was like,
"Wait, you had a friend of yours move in?"
I had a friend of mine move in, and I was paying him to like cook meals and like kind of just like get me in shape and kind of just like, you know, make my life easier. Like it was during BO4 as well, so like good COD game.
Yeah, you were grinding.
Major grinding. Like it was a good time up until that point, and like kind of just came out of left field, and I had no idea like that we had to move out. And then kind of just we were being told, at least I kept asking, was like,
and who is this? Like, this is not the boys, right? This is like the new iteration of the people.
Sort of. There's a couple of guys that are. I'm gonna do that.
Where are you at with that whole thing? Obviously, like you like obviously the FaZe hasn't had the best of days, unfortunately,
which sucks.
Yeah, like where were you in all that,
dude? It kind of you had to be in LA to honestly feel like you were part of it. To me, anyway.
Of course.
Like if
you feel like you're an OpTic, you got to be here.
Other than that, you're just gonna get a text message out of nowhere asking for like a sponsor, like stream or something like that, or just like, you know, do you want this merch or anything like that? Like it sucked feeling a little bit more distant from that. And after that Toronto house, like I was just sitting there waiting for this other house that we were being told that was gonna happen, and then boom, quarantine happened, and then COVID happened, and then all that just got wiped off the slate, just wiped off the table, and it just wasn't. Could just feel like it wasn't going to happen, but like, you know, still having hope for it, obviously, but it just, I don't know. It started feeling like empty hope as the years went by, which is the shit part. Having years go by and not just months, you know, like, oh, maybe it's going to happen in the beginning of summer, you know, like maybe we'll do something.
And in gamer time, like it goes by quick, and before you know it, like a long time has passed.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Now, I don't know about for you, but like I kind of keep track of my years like through Call of Duties. Like
no,
not
anymore.
That's just me then. I guess.
Think that happened all the way up until like Black Ops 2, and then after that, like even like I can't tell you what year remaster was. 2017.
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah,
they dropped it with that, right? Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, it's one of the championships. That's what I know.
Yeah, dude. Like the house just didn't. The next house just didn't happen, and I was just kind of like caught in a place. Like, all right, there's no real. I have to be in LA. But like I don't really want to be in LA. I want to be like semi close to family. And how do I get there? How do I get there if I'm still kind of like a part of this? How do I like make my own thing? How do I find people to do that? And it was just, dude, it felt like impossible.
Yeah.
Because especially like COVID and quarantine, like everyone's just kind of stuck in like one spot too. And I don't know. I was thinking about. At the time, I was thinking about hitting up Swag because Swag and I are good friends. We met like way like in BO4.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like intrude in on his new squad thing.
Yeah,
like that's his thing, and it's cool. Like that's his.
I appreciate that you read the room. That's always good, right? Like when you see somebody like doing their thing, like it's almost impossible to put them in a position to say yeah to a friend. You know what I'm saying?
And it's also just absolutely like so shitty to just like say no. Like when you're just like, nah, this probably shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And then, you know, if you say it to the wrong person, they're going to take it in the worst way possible. And then next thing you know, there's just imaginary bad blood over something that's just, you know, like I'm not about that. I don't want to do any of that. So he's killing it though. I love that he's doing it with his friends that he grew up with. That's obviously a dream. Yeah. Anyone looking at them outside looking in, like they don't get it. To be honest with you, because like to be able to do anything like this with your high school, elementary school friends, dude, that's gotta feel unreal. Like I had a couple of friends that I wanted to like buy capture cards with, and like join OpTic back in the day, and like just we were watching Predator montages and all that. We were like, dude, we could just like make some montages to like Linkin Park or 1,000 Foot Crutch or anything like that, and just make some cool videos. And I was like the only one who ended up like pulling the trigger on it, and it sucks because like now a few of them kind of hit me up years and years later. I was like, man, I wish we did that. I'm like, man, I wish you guys did it too, because I only just wanted you guys to just do this with me or something like that.
Just think about it, man. Hey, all they had to do was do it.
Yeah. Yep. They just had to stop biking, I guess.
Biking?
Yeah, like that was like our thing. Like we would always go biking, and then I just stopped showing up to bike and all that because I was just like stuck inside, like editing and all that. So there's just clearly something else that I just obviously love to do and just only wanted to do. But yeah, where we left off at?
The house. Then
the house.
It came out of left field.
It came out of left field, and the next thing you know, we just don't have another house like to move into. And just after that, like it just quarantine happened, and dude, it just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. Like as shitty as that sounds, like I couldn't see like potential. Like it was getting to a point where I couldn't see potential like anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what am I gonna do? Like, what do I want to do? Like, what do I want to try? Like what did I put myself into after all these years? Is this it?
Yeah.
Like, is this kind of like where I veer off into my own?
Yeah.
As shitty as that like might sound to hear, like, is this where I kind of just like disappear off to, or just like, go to school or something like that? But none of that interests me still. Like, obviously. What I did like though is, obviously I wasn't a streamer before. I was just a YouTuber.
That's true. Yeah.
So I kind of fell in love. And I kind of fell in love with streaming and figuring that out. And obviously, like, dude, I've learned that they are two completely separate beasts. Dude.
I didn't want to believe it.
You didn't want to believe it?
No, I was just content creation. It's easy. And then I started to see like the shift. And then when I started streaming with Old Men of OpTic, I'm just like, man, this is like not something that I can do, right? Personally, I'd love to. But I think the watch party stuff like it's a little bit better for me than the gameplay, because I'm very competitive, and there are times where it gets really not dark but really angry when I'm playing with Hutch and Diesel for obvious reasons. And I'm like I can't have that on camera, It's like, and I've always done a really good job of like, yes, CEO of OpTic, right? But nobody here fucking like. No, everybody here knows that I'm the CEO, but I don't want anybody out there to like, you know what I'm saying? Like I represent people, right?
Yeah.
Not just myself.
Yeah.
So it makes it harder for me to be myself on camera, like really angry.
Yeah, you're not gonna do like 9-hour streams. Like you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna like.
And that's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, it absolutely, dude. Because there's people out there that are just willing to do all that, like that's completely like that's their thing, that's their bread and butter, and they've been doing it for years. It's a tough thing to do, and nowadays like they just have like a team around them, and if you're not like, if you don't have an editor that's really about it, if you yourself are not on top about it, like you're expected to show up like every single day, like at a certain time, if you're really going to commit to it. Like I still have yet to put his schedule out. Like, bro, people have it locked down, and I have a lot of respect for the people that have it locked down like that. Like they are their own beasts. The watch parties are fun though.
Yeah, watch parties are cool.
I like that those have become a thing now.
Yeah, I think it was easier because Seth obviously had his transition, and obviously when you have like a superstar like that, it makes it easier because it how do I say this? When you're creating content, the last thing that you want is to be reminded that you are doing it for work in a sense, and not just for the entertainment value that you're offering people.
Yeah.
Because those are the sort of things that you were going to do regardless on whether or not you got paid what you got paid, right? That's how we started. For 2 straight years, we did that shit for free. No sponsors. We just did that. We just created to create. And then from there, like obviously because of the eyeballs, it snowballed into something that you see today. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that it's all good, right? Because there is a level of freedom that comes with just being creative. And then you plug in the stuff that you got to plug in that pays the bills.
Yep.
Because
that makes sense too.
Yeah, of course.
And with Seth stuff, like I see a lot of stuff like really makes sense.
Yeah, it's just easier because of how big of a personality he is. Obviously, with Money B and me, and then Zinni coming on. Like Zinni coming on was like the best thing that I think happened for definitely me personally. because I was doing the watch party every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I have a kid.
Yeah.
I have a wife that I want to spend as much time with as I can, just because, you know, I want to be with her as much as I can. And there's artwork that I got to create, right? There's my own creation that needs to get out of there. And, you know, being on the watch party sort of got in the way of that a little bit for Saturdays and Sundays. And as much fun as I do have on Fridays, like my brain has to paint something, or I become just a different person, and I'm just like short with everyone. But yeah, I think everything that we're doing so far, like it's seamless, which makes it that much easier. You know what I mean? It's like the second that all of this starts feeling like work, I go into this place where I'm just like, I gotta destroy it.
Yeah.
So that we can get back to what got us to where we're at. Because the second that you lose sight of the thing that got you to where you're at is the second that you start to not be the person that they signed up to watch.
Dude, and like when you're doing the watch parties and you're not like doing the other things like outside of all that, like you're sitting there distracted, I bet, like kind of just like a little bit mad at yourself for like an imaginary reason. Yeah. Just because you're not fulfilling yourself the other ways. You know what I mean? You got to be able to fulfill yourself in all those other ways.
Exactly. Exactly.
I get it, man.
Pam, give me a second while I put these glasses on and give the viewers some information about our sponsors today. A little while ago, I had the idea that I wanted to sell some walls, and I did. I did those through Shopify. Every single thing that we've ever done at OpTic has been sold through Shopify. Because when you, a small business or an up-and-coming business or a business that has already been established that is now selling stuff on the internet, Shopify is the surefire way to hear the cha-ching, cha-ching left and right. The sound is so great when you are starting to do something for yourself, as it is owning your own business and doing your own stuff as it is, because Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, whether it's small or big. Whether you're a garage entrepreneur, as I was, or an IPO ready, Shopify is the only tool that you need to start to run and grow your business without the struggle. No need to figure out how to do it. They figure that out for you. Shopify puts you in control of every sales channel that you have. So whether you're selling dog leashes, the way that my wife is, through liveandjude.com from Shopify's in-person POS system, or if you're selling hats and t-shirts, whatever it is that you're selling on Shopify's all in e-commerce platform, you are covered. And once you've reached your audience, Shopify has the internet's fastest growing converting checkout to help you turn them browsers to buyers. Okay, no more window shopping for these people. It allows them to turn into actual shoppers that put money in your pocket, which allows you to do the things that you love to do continuously. And again, Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce platforms in the United States. 10% of that. And Shopify's truly global force, powering Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklyn and OpTic, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across over 170 countries. Shopify's award-winning help is there to support you and your success every single step of the way. And if you sign up right now, if you sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/eavesdrop, all lowercase, that's shopify.com/eavesdrop, all lowercase. I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/eavesdrop, link in the description down below. Cha-ching! Get some money in through that door of yours to continue to allow you to pursue your dream of being a business person. Our next sponsor is Henson Shavings. If you're like me, a person that likes to shave a lot because you don't like the way that your beard comes in, you hate using cheap razors. You see this bump right here? This came from a razor that was given to me for free at the front desk of the hotel that I was staying in. You don't need to use cheap razors. You don't need to use expensive razors to get high quality, right? That's where Henson Shaving comes in. That's why you got to meet Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is a family-owned aerospace parts manufacturer that has made parts of the ISS, the International Space Station, if you don't know what that is, the Mars rover, and now they're bringing that precision engineering to your shaving experience. Razor blades are like diving boards. The longer the board, the more wobble. The more wobble leads to more nicks. The more nicks leads to more cuts and scratches, and a bad shave isn't the blade problem. It is an extension problem. 0.0013 inches, which is less than the thickness of a human hair. That means a secure and stable blade with a vibration-free shave. And it's affordable, as I was mentioning earlier before. The Henson razor works with outstanding dual-edged blades to give you that old-school shave with the benefits of the new-school technology. Once you own a Henson razor, it's only about $3 to $5 per year to replace the blades. I'm definitely up for that because, like I said, once you start getting these, you feel like everyone's staring at it, and ultimately, it's very painful when you're just simply running your hands through your beard. But right now, it's time for the subscription and yes to razor that'll last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/eavesdrop to pick up the razor for you and use code eavesdrop and you'll get 2 years worth of blades for free. Is that right, Matt? Am I reading this correctly? If you go to hensonshaving.com/eavesdrop to pick up the razor for you and use code eavesdrop, you'll get 2 years' worth of blades for free with your razor, just to make sure you add them to your cart. So when you're checking out with your razor, make sure that you're putting the razors in there and use code eavesdrop. That's 100 blades when you head to hensonshaving.com. That's hensonshaving.com/EAVESDROP and use code eavesdrop at checkout. I am not going to miss out on that. I'll tell you that. I am definitely going to take advantage of that. So please do make sure that you check them out if you, like me, like no bumps on your beard after you shave. The next sponsor is none other than one of my favorite sponsors of this podcast, and it is DoorDash. And it is not because they are so excellent at delivering what you need delivered, but because it makes my life easier. Period. If I am missing ingredients, or if I forgot something for my pancakes, or I forgot the syrup, or I just ran out of my favorite coffee creamer, right? DoorDash grocery delivery can get you what you want right when you need it. I tell everybody that when I'm making tacos, I literally just put it in order. By the time I get home, all the ingredients are there, and boom, done. I love the convenience of getting what I want right to my door, right? With DoorDash grocery delivery, that's exactly what happens. You can stock up for the week or order last-minute cravings conveniently. You trusted DoorDash to deliver your restaurant favorites, and now you can get grocery delivery that actually delivers too. With thousands of grocery stores to choose from, you'll find the best in your neighborhood and boost your local economy with each and every single order. If you want even more value, okay? If you want even more value, you can save on all of your grocery and restaurants favorites with a $0 delivery fee on all eligible orders with a Dash Pass membership. With easy substitutions right in the app and best-in-class customer support, DoorDash delivers groceries exactly how you want it. And right now you can get 50% off your first order of DoorDash when you order up to a $20 value when you use code HECZ. That's H3CZ at checkout. Limited time offer, and the terms do apply. That's 50% off of your $20 plus, no minimum subtotal, and $0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash application in the App Store and enter code HECZ. Don't forget, that's code H3CZ for 50% off your first order with DoorDash. I'll leave a link in the description down below to make it super easy for you, but don't forget to use code HECZ so that you can get that 50% off up to $20, no minimum subtotal, and $0 delivery fees on your first order. So do go download that, use code HECZ. Let me get back to my man Pamaj. We got more to talk about. Welcome back. Huge shout out again to Shopify, Henson Shaving, and of course DoorDash, who keeps me fed when I travel, when I'm at home. Technology, Scott, is a beautiful thing.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, just think about it. Shopping, you don't have to go to the shop no more. Like, if I want to make arrachera tacos right now, tonight, I can order it to my house and I can just get them. The ingredients are there. I marinate it, slap it on the barbecue later on.
Dude, you gotta put me onto some recipes, man. Like,
oh, you've been cooking a lot. I saw that.
Dude, I haven't ordered out once. I haven't like eaten like Chick-fil-A. I haven't eaten nothing out there like at all. Like, I've obviously, when I was in Canada, I was like just living off of like pretty much like Tim Hortons, or I would just go to like the store and just get like the, you know, the hot bar meals there. But like, I knew like when I came here, I was ready to flick the switch on and just, you know, see a new me.
Yeah,
like,
dude, you were really, really like fucking fit when we were at the house.
Oh yeah.
Like, you had like,
dude, we had Mike. Like, living with Mike was awesome because like he would get up and just kind of like be like, yo, let's go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was nice because on the way back from the gym, I could just visit like the hot bar. Like, I was just eating good.
What was the name of it?
What was the name of what?
The hot bar.
What was it?
I know, it starts with an M.
Mariano's.
That's right.
Mariano's. Mariano's is so good. There's no Mariano's here, right?
Yeah, HEB. HEB.
HEB?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to visit there.
Listen, you don't call it that. Texans will have your ass for it. It's HEB. There's an HEB that has a hot bar. And bro, okay. HEB is, wow.
Okay, I got to visit there then.
Dude, it's crazy. It is like a thing here. I didn't know it was a thing until they opened one up in Frisco.
Frisco has
It's a fucking thing. Oh, yeah.
I'm there,
HEB.
man. I'm there, man. I've been cooking all my own meals. I've been like having fun with it too, like doing it confidently. Haven't burnt shit yet. Like I'm able to, like it's all just been kind of like simple stuff, but like I'm starting to get like more creative with it.
The thing with simple stuff is that that's the healthiest.
Yes. Yeah.
When you start to get creative, that's when you start packing on shit that you shouldn't.
Yeah. And that's like, dude, I feel great right now. I think I've only been here for like 2.5 weeks now, but like I feel awesome. Like just not like ordering out all the time. Like I save so much money. I actually have fun going to the grocery store now. I just have like an earbud in and I just like,
dude, I've been doing that lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it just going shopping.
Everywhere that I go, I just have my headset on.
I just ask myself, like, what do I want? What do I like? I've just been asking myself more of that. And I just kind of like, I could do this with that, this with that, this with that, you know, like I'm making my, just, you know, there's people out there that
Are there any traditional dishes that you guys, like your culture, like has?
Yes. Yeah. I do want to start attacking those myself, but I want to be on FaceTime with my mom. Yeah. So I don't fuck them up. And I also would, and I also, like, I want to share them with people. Like I would love to like cook all of them for like everyone here and like have everyone try it.
Like what's one dish? Like what's your favorite dish?
Probably corn soup. Probably corn soup. It's not like
what's in the corn soup.
I can't describe it.
Besides fucking corn, obviously.
No, it's not like actual corn like that. It's like a different type of corn that you have to like buy like separately. It looks crazy. Corn soup, scone dogs.
What are scone dogs?
Scone dogs. It's like fry bread. Like a lot of people. You'll probably hear people call it bannock or fry bread. I've just grown up calling it scone the whole time, but like scone dogs is just, you know, you wrap it. It's basically like a native corn dog. Okay. Which is very, very good.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something.
Ooh, yes, right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Left.
I love hot dogs.
Dude, you would love these. You would crush these.
Yeah, I can tell. They have a hot dog in it.
Scone dogs, there's we call them Indian tacos, which is just, you know, just fry bread and then just like this normal stuff that you put on tacos. Yeah. You could definitely put your own test on it.
Native Americans have been making tacos for since the Aztecs.
Yeah. The hard part is just
which
like
are also Native Americans.
Absolutely. We're like some distant relatives. Like
100%. I did my 21 and 23andMe, and I told Pam, I'm like, yo, I'm 51% Native American. And then he's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, yeah. You know, but, you know, the different kind of tribe, the Mayans. Ever heard of them?
Yep.
Yeah. So
y'all are good with calendars.
Very good. Yeah. we invented Aztecs, the concept of zero.
Hard.
Yeah. And then 1,400 years later, the Indians started using it. And then it was spread to the world. But the Mexicans came up with that first.
The world's welcome.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. All right, so a cooking show. This is the thing, and this is what I like, right, about Zinni being here, is that he also a foodie, and Seth has become such a foodie. We were having dinner for his birthday, and his mom was in town, and then she's like, "You're responsible for this foodie shit, right?" She doesn't swear. She's like, "You're responsible for this foodie stuff because he didn't get that from me." And I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, yeah, I put him on, and then it is so hard to not eat. And look, I didn't succeed with Nate Chat, right? I did not succeed with Nate Chat, but with Seth and everybody else, like they do try things, and that is like the biggest obstacle that you have to go through to experience a world that you never knew that you were missing out on, because you are missing out on flavors that you've never met if you're a person that just like sticks to the regular stuff that they eat always. And I always say it, and I always give it. I attribute my ability to try different foods to Ratatouille. Have you ever seen that show? Fire movie. And when the rat, the what's his name?
Remy.
When Remy says, just the combination of this cheese with this strawberry. I thought so. I'm like, I've never in my life. I was like young, obviously. I'm like a fruit with the fucking cheese, and that's where it started. And I'm like, oh my god, what other combinations of foods with what goes there? And for like a good intro to that is charcuterie boards.
Oh yeah, because
charcuterie boards gives you meats, gives you cheeses, gives you fruits, gives you honey, gives you like what do you call that? A spread of something.
Yep.
And when you mix them all together, and then you understand that you can identify every single flavor and how it interacts with each other, start there and then move on to the fancier stuff and just give it a shot. Fact of the matter is that one, you're not going to puke. Nope. And two, it's not going to make you sick because foodie restaurants, more often than not, from what I know, I'm not a fucking researcher. I'm not part of the Michelin committee or the James Beard Award committee. They like cleanliness is like the these are people's livelihoods and they're artists in their own sense. So that's why that's why they go out of their way to give you something. So when I go to a restaurant, I'm like, tell the chef to feed me what he wants to feed me. Show off, right? Flex. I don't want you to do the same thing you've been doing. I'm pretty sure you give me something special.
Yeah.
When I go to a sushi spot, omakase every single time. Omakase. Tell the chef to feed me. I don't want to pick anything. Tell them to give me what I want to eat. And then they give you, all right, it's a 7-course meal. This is what you're going to get, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just fucking bring it. And then bam, there you go. It takes you on a tour, a food tour. That's like the best thing ever. So where I was going with that is that like food is something that we all can relate to.
Absolutely.
So when you have like, that's an easy show to make. Like podcast is like another easy like go-to that you can make. Anyway, long story short, I'm really happy about this show. And the thing about this show is that this is just one of like 15 shows that I have in my mind that I want to bring to Nation. I just don't have the appropriate characters to take on that project.
You're looking for characters?
I am. I'll pitch you a couple of shows and then you can make them your own.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll appreciate that. I want some of my shows too. Like a show maybe, not like a weekly show or like a monthly show, but like I want to do like with the hockey team.
Yeah, tell me about the hockey team.
The hockey team's going great. I think this is like I saw
the latest jersey.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
I obviously consulted with you when we were doing our jerseys. I sent you a couple of them. But look, Can
I just say I was pissed.
Yeah.
You said pissed. Like watching you guys like the shoot was awesome with the hockey jerseys and all that. But I was like, man, I would just love to be there right now.
Yeah, because you're good at it. Because you're good at hockey. So of course you would have wanted to be there. It would have just
been so fun.
Yeah. Rambo fucking loved that shit because he's fucking good at it.
Dash plays too, huh?
Who?
Dashy? Doesn't he play?
No, Dashy doesn't play hockey, right? He is from there, so maybe he does.
I think he does.
He wasn't on that video.
He wasn't on that video?
No, Seth wasn't on that video because they were playing. I didn't want them on the fucking ice breaking their knuckles or something before a game.
You gotta give them hockey gloves in the front.
No, you can still break something which will, put you out of competition.
It would have been awesome to see him on skates. No, I'm pretty sure Dashy plays because like when he was going through like that transition, like I don't know, like early last year or something like that, I noticed that he was just out on the ice and I recognized it and I was like, you're just,
Dashy?
Yeah.
Was Dashy in that video?
No, he wasn't on the video. He was just like it was in between transition, like when he wasn't sure if he was going to stay or not, I think. I'm not totally sure what was going on in the background, but like, but he was just like, he posted on his Insta story once and he was just out on the ice, like with his friends.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
So I was like, oh shit, you play hockey and all that? Yeah. Which I imagine so like every Canadian like pretty much grows up on hockey like that. So
you were mad that we did that without you.
Of course.
But let's refocus back. I saw the latest jersey that you guys did, the Browns and Blues.
Yep.
Fire.
And the black and blues.
Yeah.
That's gonna come out too. That's the one you like.
That's the one I like. I like them all.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was super, since we're talking about being mad and we're talking about hockey, you sent Maniac a fucking hockey jersey from your team. And you didn't send me one.
I brought them.
Go fuck yourself.
I fucking brought them.
Not with one with my name on it.
It had his name on it?
Had his name on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck indeed.
That's my fault.
It is your fault. I was like, what the fuck? I was so mad because I was like, I had the perfect shoes for it too. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
No, we'll cook some other shit up.
When I saw him with, I'm like, I didn't get one. I'm like, he's never gonna be an OpTic again. Damn, that's what I said. Look at me now.
That's what would have done it.
No.
My cousin that I grew up with, like he's like one of my first or second cousins, but he's a very, very talented native artist. He does like illustration books for kids, like to help learn the language. Like he's had some paintings like put in museums. He's done stuff with like the Raptors and all that.
Does he have an Instagram?
He does.
What is it? Instagram.com. Dude, I've been so out of the social media game.
He's sick. He's sick. I grew up just watching him, like, you know, out backseat game. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to hand little cousin the controller. You're just going to watch big cousin like play.
Oh, dude, this is really good.
He's nasty. Dude. He's so good.
Dude.
He does some crazy shit. Can I see? Can I see what you're looking at here?
Yeah. Oh, like yeah. This one here's fire.
He did my tattoo. I mean, he just did the writing. Yeah. But like, it means a lot for it to come with him.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, dude, I have this idea. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I have this fucking good-ass idea. Because obviously, Hex Quarters is going away.
Rest in peace, man.
What is this, September, October? We have 2 more months there.
Are you trying to get rid of anything?
In terms of what?
Like, are you trying to get rid of
furniture
anything from there? Yes.
Do you need some furniture for your apartment?
Like a beanbag.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you can take one of those beanbags if you want. Somebody will deliver them for you at your house.
That's what I'm talking about.
But so I was thinking of doing a live stream with me packing all of my stuff and talking about like my collectibles.
Dude, you have a lot of shit there.
I know, man. And
where are you gonna put them? You're not putting them here, are you?
Nah, hell no. In my office, at home, my home office. Man, the Hex Quarters was such a fucking vibe.
Dude, I gotta go see there before you take it all down.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to see all the Polaroids.
Yeah, so the Polaroids, like I already know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna light them all up and make a big frame. But Tim, Cloaksy, and somebody else didn't fucking sign the Polaroids, right, Matt?
Cowards.
No. So that wasn't their fault, right, Matt? It wasn't their fault. Huh? You weren't there? Whose fault was it? My fault then?
They got to come back.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm gonna make a big frame, and then I'm gonna I don't know what that one I'll probably bring here. But there's like I am prepared to see it go because everything that we've always done comes in increments of like 5. We were at 60-50 for like 3 years, and then we spent a five stint in McAlpin at the Scuff House. Then we just finished. This is gonna be the 5th year of the Hex Quarters. So now this is like the new iteration of it. For what it is, I don't think we'll keep this place long term though. This massive place, just like I don't know. It's not homey enough for OpTic. OpTic needs to be
thinking like some Dude Perfect like next shit.
Nah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I do think that this place is a little bit too big. You know what I'm saying? Like we could barely hear Nick screaming, and I don't know, man.
This place beats the last place, like where Infinite was and all that. This place knocks it out of the park. I remember when you had me go into that one room
scream?
And just scream. You're like, make a point, yo, make a point. I'm like, okay. Like, oh my god.
They didn't get it. I had my camera pointed at them.
Yeah, they're all like,
what the fuck? I was like, hey. You guys are only working there because content gets created. You silly noodles.
Yep.
You know? I remember this one fucking prick that used to work there. I don't know his fucking name, but
no names.
I was playing with my drone in my office, mind you. Right? I was playing with my drone and this just started beeping and somebody's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, it's my drone. He's like, it's distracting. And I'm like, this drone is going to do more for this company than you fucking prick.
You said that?
Yeah. Who do they think? Like the fact that they thought that they could talk to me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you knew like it was like
there's something wrong here.
So I had to check his ass.
I heard Nick had to like had a little tug of war like with merch or something like that. Like on another day. Like
it's ridiculous.
Like, little things. We're so past that now.
So far removed. All right, so tell me about the hockey team. You sponsor a youth team in Favorite Nations?
Yeah. So I think
is it called Favorite Nations?
No. So I'm
thinking business.
We just pick a First Nation like we just pick a First Nation like that's within the area that we kind of want to. We have friends and family too that like have kids like that are growing up and we kind of like want to be a part of them too. And we've seen some of the kids go from from Pee Wee, and like some of them aged out already in midget, and like they're like doing like AAA hockey and all that now. Like they're nasty, yo. Like,
do they still carry the Pamaj flag?
Like they feel like alumni, which is awesome. We've created like a little culture there.
Yeah. You gotta stay on top of those people that leave and go on to become something, because they owe you to teach the youth. They don't owe you anything, but because of what they owe you, they should teach the people that you're still bringing up in the same program that they built. Stay on top of their ass.
I get it. Yeah. So it's grown so much more.
If one of them if you ever says like, yo, dude, look, this guy's in the NHL and I don't see him paying his dues back to those children that you are looking after, we're gonna fucking blast them.
We're gonna have to have a quick little talk in the DMs or something like that.
No,
like,
socially, we're gonna blast them socially. Yeah.
Fuck you doing, man.
Yeah.
The last year was crazy good because we got this dope opportunity from MLSE, which is like the marketing company for the Maple Leafs, which is fucking crazy to think about, because like obviously like if you're in Ontario, you grow up thinking like every kid's dream is to join the Maple Leafs and all that, be a Maple Leaf player and just do anything with them. And they hit us up, and we got to be a part of their Drew night as well, which was there was another team called Team Equality, and basically they hit us up. We didn't have we weren't allowed.
What's
to
the name of your team?
It's just Team Pamaj.
Okay,
we just go Team Pamaj. Dude, it was crazy. Like, so they hit us up. There was no Little NHL tournament that year because of quarantine, which sucks. But they sent a bus out, like a nice, like, you know, sports bus, like for like sports teams and all that. And we all met up there, and they drove us down to the bottom of, I think it's Scotiabank Arena. I think that's where, I think that's where they play it. Took us down to where the players go, and it was before the games. And so like my two little sisters were on the ice with them, and they got to reveal, like, you know, the Bieber like reversible jersey. So there was like the orange ones, and then there was just like the normal Maple Leaf ones. So you just like reverse it.
I don't remember clear, but I do remember it.
It went hard. And they had all their last names on the back of them, but Team Equality had to rep the Drew one. So we got lucky. So all the kids had their last names standing with the Maple Leafs for the national anthem and doing a skate around with them. And it was cool. Like it was kind of like last minute put together. But I'm so glad they made it happen. But it was cool because like where they were getting dressed up and everything like that, dude, like the New Jersey Devils were like warming up, like literally right like behind us, like behind a curtain. So like all the kids were like kind of, you're not gonna stop a kid and be like, no, give them privacy. Like they're gonna be kids.
Kids are kids.
You're not gonna stop them. You're gonna make them cry if you stop them from saying they can't do anything like that. So they got to see like Subban like kind of just like stretching, doing his warm ups, and just like the whole New Jersey hockey team just do their thing. And then they all went out. The GM, he was the coach. I forget what his Shanahan. He said, "You kids look good." Like he just like said hi to the kids. You know, the kids are like, "Holy cow!" They don't really. Some of them don't know who he is, but like all the parents know who he is. So they went out on the ice, did a skate, stood with the Maple Leafs. I have some awesome photos of them, like of my little sisters that say Pamaj one on the back, like just standing like next to like Matthews and all that, and like all the Maple Leafs like fist bumped them. Yeah. And then it was awesome because they put us up at like one of the what are they called?
Jumbotrons?
They put us up on the Jumbotron, dude. Team Pamaj, my logo was all around the fucking Maple Leaf stand. That. Crazy. Like my mom was there, and we were just, my mom and her partner were there, and we were just like, is this real? Like the entire time, like, is this real? Like this is actually like happening. Like we had like a dope spot. Yeah. Food was all there. All my little sisters and brothers were there. Had an amazing time. And then on the bus drive back, like I kind of like, you know, was staying in front of the bus, and then like all the kids wanted to do was just like, they're like, yo, come to the back of the bus real quick. And I'm like, all right, I'll make my rounds, go to the back of the bus, hang out with them. And they just couldn't stop talking about like how awesome the event was. So like,
dude, that's amazing.
For them to like be on the ice like that, like I'm sure, like I really hope that they feel like they're
how long ago was that? Are you guys doing it again this year?
It's a yearly thing now.
Oh, so you guys go there yearly?
Beautiful relationship with MLSE and the Maple Leafs.
Fuck yeah, I got people
once
there.
A year thing. You do?
I do. Like high ups.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do more of that.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Congrats, man. That's amazing. Anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I'm really happy that you're back. I'm looking forward to see what this chapter of Pamaj does for the OpTic brand. Obviously, we're here to serve the greater good, man.
Send that. People kept asking. They're like, "Are you ever gonna leave?" I'm like, "Dude, send that lifetime.
Yeah,
just send the lifetime."
So you gotta
add a little
until you get your new chain.
Add a little clause that says, "If you're not in it, I'm not in it." All right.
Yeah, I think that's.
Is that fair?
You know, why wouldn't I be?
Exactly.
This thing is.
Got it. Like
I already did my. I already know what it feels like to not be with it. It'll never happen again. Thanks, man. Thank you for coming back. Everybody, make sure that you follow all of his information down below. Do appreciate him coming back. Do give him a welcome back. And we will be back next week. Hopefully, if we can get some guests. The 6050 podcast for episode number 100 will be coming shortly. If we get to 200, Matt, before we do 100, we're both going to take 10 shots of tequila when we do our Eavesdrop. Again, Matt, deal? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see you guys next time. Goodbye.